Hey everybody, Golfy time again. My name's Chastain. The other day I did a video about strike and gear effect and a little introduction to how that works. And to sort of continue the series on strike, we're going to talk about MOI. MOI gets thrown around a lot with all the clubs. Everybody's got the highest MOI. And what that means, it stands for moment of inertia. And that is the club, whether it be an iron or a driver or even a putter's resistance to twisting. And a lot of times we think about it as twisting around the axis of the shaft. So if you hit it way out of the toe, you can feel it twist in your hand. But the other time that we experience it, that a lot of amateurs experience it, is when we strike very low on the face or very high. So if you think about, you hit all the way down and almost top it, you'll get a very low flight even if you've got 10.5, 12 degrees of loft on your driver, because when you hit the ball, the club physically tilts and drops some loft off. You also have roll and bulge on the face, so the bottom of the face has a bit of curve to it, the whole face does, and so it doesn't have quite the loft as, say, the top does. When you hit it on the top, the same thing happens. It wants to twist this way and add loft. That's about all there is to MOI. It's a limited thing. They could go and make them higher. So, you know, before in my last video, I think I mentioned for gear effect, let's just pretend we have infinitely high MOI, so that is the club won't twist. Then, you know, they could probably get closer to that, and then you wouldn't be worried so much about twisting. But the idea that the USGA and the RNA have with the rules of equipment is that they want you to be able to deliver the club to the ball within some reasonable parameters, because otherwise we could have these things being as big as a pie plate and it would hardly matter where you hit it. But that's MOI, the resistance to twisting. Now, a couple of things that change MOI, because let's say you have high MOI drivers, so ones that are more forgiving, we tend to think, more resistant to twisting if we dance around the face quite a bit. And then you kind of tend to have low spinning drivers. The difference is, if let's say this TaylorMade R9 is a high MOI driver, which it is for its time, its CG is very far away from the face. So if you think about this as a fulcrum, so the middle of the face can be our fulcrum of a pivot, the farther you get this away, the larger this lever is, and the harder it is for the ball to twist it around and essentially move that weight. On a low spin driver, from our last video, you know, you've got to have the CG low and closer to the ball, more right behind it and below the center point to really drag the spin off. So now our fulcrum isn't as big, so you get less MOI. So a lot of your tour models of clubs will be a low spinning version that maybe doesn't have quite the same MOI properties, because a very skilled golfer, and especially a tour pro, aren't worried about where they're striking it. They're never really going to strike it like you and I do and nearly miss it and get that low one that just doesn't go anywhere due to the way that it twists and takes all the loft off. Anyway, that's MOI. If that didn't make it clear, leave some comments below, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what else you would like me to talk about. Thanks.